everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Chess Doctor here with another banger, and in today's video I'm going to show you all how I beat my dad in chess. So a few days ago my dad reached out to me through chess.com and he was like, yo, let's play a game. So I decided to take on that challenge since I have never played with him ever in my life. So I was like, sure, okay, let's see what skills does this man even possess in chess, because I literally didn't even know that he ever played it, okay? So we played 3 5-minute games. He is around 100 rated on chess.com. I truly have no idea what his skills are. I am around 600-700 rated, and you know, the games just happened. Some of the moves were honestly like a little bit like surprising to me in the way like how good he actually played them, but some of them were again obviously like beginner mistakes. So let's go and let's see what happened. These games were very wild and I'm just proud to show this. Okay, so let's go. I won, by the way, all 3 of the games. I mean, you can see by the elo difference, and it was just like very weird and very fun. So let's go and let's see. Game number 1. My dad played with the white pieces. He has 56.3% accuracy. I have 64.3. These accuracy numbers are, guys, miserable for both me and him. And now I have just one great move. Nothing special happened. No brilliances today, okay? So he opens, guys. He opens with g3. And to that, I was immediately like, okay, now I see that you're truly old. So he does that. And I was like, fine, I'm going to take the center anyways. So he does this, a3. I was like, cool, okay, we're going to progress slowly and steadily, but I'm going to take the center, so I really don't care. And then he develops this bishop, which is like the whole point of opening like this. But like at this point of the game, this was the first game that I have ever played against him, guys. And I was just like, damn, this is like, I don't see these types of openings from white very rarely. I don't know why. It's usually more aggressive, like e4, d4, even c4, f4, you know. But like this was very slow and steady. So this is very typical like chess play when it comes to playing against older people. So here we have this. We both develop our knights, and I here decided to kick his knight because I was like, okay, you're letting me do this, so why wouldn't I, you know? So he goes here, and here I actually had a very interesting way of trapping the knight because he cannot escape. This knight has nowhere else to move when I go like this, but sadly I didn't see that. So I developed my bishop and I was like, fine. I truly did not see that that was possible. I'm still not very wired into like thinking of patterns of trapping pieces. I really don't know how to do that at a 600-700 elo level, so I just, you know, naturally developed my bishop. Here he plays c4, which is a mistake, and look at this, I'm winning by 4.7. We haven't even traded one pawn, so that is wild. And I was like, okay, my position is very cool, I feel stable in it, so I'm just going to develop another horse and, you know, focus on my development. Maybe I should have castled or, you know, done this, this g5 would have been, it's like the constant miss and inaccuracy because I didn't do this move. But yeah, I decided to develop. I think that is also like pretty natural. So here he challenged the pawn. I shouldn't have taken it. I should have done what? Again, same thing, but I didn't see it throughout the whole game. So I took that, he took back, and here I was like, okay, maybe this wasn't so good, but you know, I'm just going to castle up, because when I castle, I feel safer, and I can also like go with rook on e-file or do something like that, develop my bishop, you know, pin his horse to a queen. You know, I have a lot of good ideas, and I'm also safe. So that's why I decided to do it. It's just a regular good old move, but it improves your position and it opens you up to more opportunities. So here he plays g4, which is obviously a mistake because this just gives up a pawn. Maybe a better move would be to take with the horse, right? Okay, so you know, it just depends. Here I wanted to, I was looking like free pawn, bishop development, and I'm pinning his horse to a queen. So I just don't understand why would that, you know, not be a good move. So it is a good move. And here he develops his pawn to d4, and that is okay. That is the best move. I pin this pawn here. And he immediately castles up. And here I was like, damn, I didn't even like believe that 100 level even knows what castling is. So I was just like very confused, because I mean, for sure, in my own experience, when I would play games of chess, like when I knew absolutely nothing, like I would just play one game in a year, and that is it. So when I would play games like those, I literally didn't know what castling even was. So I was, you know, surprised, but I was still crushing my dad's soul because I just really had to. So I take here, which is a mistake, because I had a better move of developing my queen and creating this like battery here, and they're just supporting each other, and you know, queen can just like slide in if something happens. But like, okay, I traded up. I don't know why, I'm +1, and I was just like, okay, let's trade up some pieces, you know, open up the board a little bit, because I love playing on open fields. So here I jumped with my horse like this, because I wanted to go here, and I wanted to just, you know, jump like this. I don't know why it skipped his move, but he played this, so this is what happened after that. And now we have c5, and honestly guys, in this game I feel that when I played c5, I intuitively felt that this is the best move. And I was just like, damn, c5 has to happen in this type of position. It has to happen. These 3 pawns are literally getting on my nerves. You know, at the beginning, I wasn't really like paying attention to them, but after some time, you like really need to get rid of these 3 pawns, okay? So that's why I challenged the center with c5, and I was just like, let's see what's going to happen. So here he does this, so I decided to... So I decided to take towards the center. I don't know, they say that this is good, but the best would be to take here. I don't truly know why, but you know, it just engine says that it is, so we have to listen to our engine. Let me just try to get my camera. I hope you all can see me. So this is what happened. He took the pawn, and here I jumped with the horse. They say that this is a mistake because I left my pawn undefended, which is true. And here he actually took, guys, he's 100, and he actually took this pawn. And I was just like, damn, even I as a 700, I even tried at first glance like to take that. I was playing on my phone, and I just slit the king to take the queen, and I was like, wait, no, the rook is there. Like, I literally didn't see it immediately. He did as a 100, so I truly like don't believe that he's 100. Okay, so here I was forced to move. I had no better move, and here he just gave me a free bishop, and I was like, okay, finally you blunder. It took him some time as a 100 smurf to blunder, but he did. So I took that immediately, and I was like, okay, now I think I'm being chilling. So after this, he kicks my queen. I go here, and here he ran out of time because, you know, he just doesn't play chess so much, and 5 minutes was maybe like too little time for him, but I don't know, I just really didn't want to play rapid at that time. So here they're estimating my rating to 400, and my opponents, actually my dad's rating, to 250. So we both played like, you know, complete beginners. But this game happened, so let's go to game number 2, because this one is also going to be wild. Here I have 85% accuracy, which is much better than the first game, and he has 67.1, which is not bad for 100 rating. I again have one great move. So here I decided, when I was with the white pieces, I'm like, let me show you how to play with white. So I decided to go with e4. He goes e5, knight to f3, and then we have immediately developing his queen to e7. And I was like, okay, this might mess up some of my plans, but I will still, like, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, you know, because I have the white pieces and I'm just going to win. So here I develop a bishop, he develops a horse, I castle up, and here he goes a6, and I immediately strike for the center. They say that this prepares my bishop for the development, and also, you know, I get the center. I challenge this pawn. It's not the best move. Let's see what would be the best move. Developing the knight would have been better. Okay, but this is still like pretty solid, and it doesn't ruin your position that much, and you're just like, okay, you know, let's see what happens now. And here he didn't take, but he actually challenged my bishop, so I moved here. Let's see where I should have gone. Okay, maybe that is actually a better move. But okay, I didn't do that. So I went back because I was like, okay, let me just take this, you know, one step at a time. And here he takes this and I was like, okay, I can trade this up, so I will, because what am I going to do, you know? And here I go like this to challenge this pawn again, because I literally didn't know what to do with this pawn, but I'm castled and my position is much more opened. He's just pushing pawns, I think randomly sometimes, and it's just like development is really lacking, and he just took his queen out like very quickly. It is a book move, it's nothing wrong with that, but he just didn't focus on developing other pieces as well, and now his queen is just like here, you know, standing for no reason. So after this I take with my horse to develop the horse, and he develops his as well. So here I jump like this, which is complete miss. I should have done what? Stockfish and light me. Okay, so I should have done this, which is much better move, honestly. Thank you, Stockfish. But I did this. So he here just completely malfunctioned and was just like, take my queen. And I was like, okay, thanks. Thank you so much. So here he was like, oh, damn. He wrote me in the chat on chess.com. Like, oh damn, okay. So he took with his bishop, I do this, and then we have this attacking my queen, so I defend with the pawn because like I'm just chilling. So here he goes back, I take this, we trade up pieces, and I go in with my queen to attack. He goes here and I just check him because I have this cool bishop that has moved here on b3. Even though earlier Stockfish says that that is an inaccuracy, it is an inaccuracy if you're looking for like certain moves that Stockfish is looking for. But are you Stockfish? You are not, neither am I. Good to know, you know, you just try to set a position for yourself. I mean, Stockfish can truly teach you a lot of things, but you should also take your own game style and gameplay into consideration. Like, try to do something that you would enjoy. It doesn't necessarily have to be the best, because you can still win, even though when you have blunders and mistakes like I did in this game. Nothing has to be perfect, okay guys? So let's see what happened next. So here he was forced to move here with his king, and after that I'm just like, okay, now my rooks will come to the play. He defends this pawn, I'm like, fine, but can you please move bishop? So he takes this pawn and I'm just like, okay, pawn, Mr. Pawn, where are you going? So he goes here and I take this with the rook because I just want to get closer. I want to get into his territory, and I just, you know, have to beat my dad in chess because he challenged me, and I was like, okay, now I'm going, I have to win, and I won all three. So here I'm literally threatening checkmate, and he goes here, he defends himself. So 100 actually sees the checkmate threat, which is wild. So I wouldn't truly rate him 100. So here I go with this check, he goes back, and I'm just like, okay, then I'm going to take the pawn and go back. You know, I really don't know what we're doing here. He moves his pawn like this, and I'm just like, okay, now the game is over, because he should have gone back here probably. I mean, I don't know what would be the best move, going back, right? Oh, or going like this, that is also cool, yeah. Because you cannot, I mean, you can try, but you're going to lose, you know? So he should have focused more on his pieces, but here in this game, he truly just moved his pawns very randomly, and sometimes he would truly surprise me with certain moves, but sometimes you would just see like that this is truly a beginner level, like fully beginner, because of moves like this. So he sees the checkmate threat, but after one move he literally forgets about it, and he's like, okay, I solved the problems because the queen moved away. But he didn't see that the queen moved back on the same rank, so he has to be careful because the same threat is happening again. But so, you know, it was a little bit blind, but you can't like truly be like, oh, I crushed this person's soul, because, you know, I'm still how much 550 rating above. So they're estimating my elo to 850, his to 400, and I would agree that he is around 300, 400, maybe even 500 the level, because 100 is just that he literally just installed chess.com, so that's probably why he has such a low rating. And here the game number 3. Wait, let me just check. Okay, so I'm speaking for 15 minutes, but honestly I feel like I'm speaking so much and that it has already been hours, but it hasn't, so that is good. So here I played again with the black pieces. I think the chess.com was just like, okay, you're high rated, so you know, just at least take the black pieces. So here he has 49.9% accuracy, I have 61.6, and I have 3 great moves. So let's see what happened here. So he here develops his knight. 1 second. Okay, so he here developed his knight as the first move. And honestly, guys, I rarely encounter that when I play, you know, chess.com with strangers. And I mean, I usually... Did I just really say that I play chess.com? Guys, I play chess.com, okay? I play the whole site. So... I wanted to say that I rarely encounter knight to f3 as the first move in the game. And I was just like, it shook me up for 1 second, and I thought a little bit, and then I was like, okay, let's develop with d5, because we're still taking the center. It's just like playing we're going to play some pseudo London with black, you know? So here he again goes with the same opening as from the game number 1, which is crazy, and I was just like, oh my god, is the same thing literally going to happen again? It's just that I have a d pawn instead of an e pawn, you know? So here I developed my knight to protect this square, because I wanted to go e5, you know? I again want to take the center because it worked the first time, so why wouldn't it now? Because the position is literally the same. So here he does the same thing, guys, and the game is literally the same. Again, I have the same threat of trapping the knight, and I still don't see it because it's just a game after a game, and I don't have any time to analyze the games. And I still have the same idea, the same threat from the game number 1, because he played the exact same opening, but I still miss it, okay? So here I miss it, but again, I do my moves of development, blah, blah, blah. So just going it straight and simple. Here I castle up instead of taking the pawn. And they say that this is a miss, because again, I could have trapped the knight. He doesn't take my pawn or anything. He actually just develops his knight. So, you know, in the game number 1 and here, the difference is that he actually developed his pieces a little bit better, and he was more focused on development instead of just pushing pawns randomly. So here I was actually the one pushing pawns randomly. I attack his knight like this, and I was just like, okay, but maybe I will have something with this horse here. So he takes this, and I'm like, okay, but I missed this. I'm threatening to win a pawn. How does this win a pawn? With the bishop? Guys, how the... Aha, oh, wait, what? Show moves. Okay, so that happened. But actually that didn't happen. That happened in Stockfish's head, but not in ours. So he actually here, you can see why this is a mistake. He just allows me to fork him. You know, I am a bad player, but when I see that my opponents made mistakes, I see those mistakes. I capitalize on my opponent's mistakes, you know, because I'm Capa, I capitalize on my opponent's mistakes. And here I was immediately like, yes, you blundered, that's mine. And here, of course, I took that rook, and he pushed the pawns, and I was like, okay, but here I can actually take this. You have to move. He moves here, and here I have a... I don't know. They say here that this is just a good move. Okay, guys, I don't understand why. Maybe... I really don't understand why is this just a good move, because you can look at the position for yourself, and you can see what is about to happen, okay? I'm giving you a couple of seconds to try to find the move for yourself. It's a brilliant... This Guys, this, you literally win a queen. You literally win a queen. I don't know what stops this. What is the best move here? Oh, so this is the best move? Okay, damn, that is much better. But here, he, like he's 100. Like as if he's going to find that. Nobody would find it except Stockfish and Magnus Carlsen. So that's how I like to you know, feel better for myself when I make bad moves. So he moves, I get a queen, and here, at this point, he was like sick of it. And he was like, oh damn, you're literally crushing my soul. So he takes this, and then I just immediately like trade up, even though I think I blundered here. Okay, I didn't. I actually took the pawn. I took the pawn, so I think that I'm fine. Here he goes here, and I was just like, okay, I put this, but you know what else? Wait, was that in this game? I think that I should have sacrificed my queen somewhere. 1 second. Yes, here, guys, here. If you sacrifice your queen, he has to take, and then you make another queen, and it's just literally crazy. And that thought was going through my mind when I was playing this. But I was just like, because from the puzzles, I know that sometimes you can sacrifice your queen in order to mate your opponent, especially when you have your pawns like that, or if you have like a triple stack or something. But damn, this was wild. I was just like, I don't know, I don't want to make a mistake of losing my queen, you know, and then losing the pawn that is about to become a queen. That would really suck. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep my +10 advantage. But actually, in that way, I'm winning material. I didn't calculate it well. So here I did this, I promote, and I just go like this, and you know, game is literally over, guys. Look at this. I just catwalked. I even gave him a rook for free because I was so generous. So I gave him this rook, and I was just like, yes, yes. And then he ran out of time. I even here had mate in 3, which is wild. But I didn't find it because I played fast for some reason, even though I have a lot of time on my clock. I played fast because I saw that his time was running out. So here they're estimating his elo to 100 and mine to 350. So we both again played at a very, very beginner level, but these games to me are still very, very wild. So guys, these are the games. It's very wild what happened, and I'm honestly very glad that this did happen. Because I managed to win all 3 games, and that feels so good because he hit me up so randomly. I didn't even expect it, and I was just like, okay, sure, let's go and let's play. And I had a lot of fun, so thank you for playing and for inviting me. And yeah, this was honestly very chill, and I'm very happy with the result. And I can say that like he played some good moves, you know, and excellent moves. It wasn't like typical 100, because when I played 100s, you know, I played 100s because I was 100, and I remember those games. They didn't look like this. They did not look like this. Some of the parts did look like this, but the whole game, like in general, would have much more blunders from 100s, you know, if both of the opponents are 100 and both of them. Like, there would just be so many blunders, mistakes, missing pieces, you know. Like, I play with 100, and I'm 100, they blunder their queen, and the queen sits there for next 5 moves being completely blundered, and I am supposed to just take it, for example, with my bishop, and I just don't see it for those 5 moves. That is what 100 games looked like for me, so I would not say that he is 100. I would estimate like around, as I said, 300 to 400, maybe even 500. It just depends on how much he plays, you know, because he just joined chess.com. So this was interesting. I beat my dad, guys. I beat my dad. So, you know, I'm a beater. I'm a dad beater. So this is going to be like an interesting title for the video. So guys, these are the games. Hopefully you'll have liked them. Thanks, Dad, for playing and, you know, letting me crush your soul. This was interesting. And yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you already aren't, because you have to be if you want to support and if you want to help a sis out, honestly. So I had a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments down below, did you have fun watching this? Did you like this? Have you ever beaten your dad? Have you ever beaten anyone in your family? Do you beat your brothers and sisters and other relatives? Oh, some kids are screaming in the background. So, you know, I have to finish up this video because it's 25 minutes long already and I have to go and eat dinner. So thank you everyone so much for joining, for supporting and watching this video. Make sure to give it again a big thumbs up and subscribe. And also add me on chess.com if you want to be friends, if you want to chit chat, and if you want to play some games of chess. Make sure to join my tournament on Friday, 6 p.m. Central European summertime. I'm going to notify you all multiple times more on all of the other social media like Instagram and Discord. So make sure to be joined to my chess club. Link is in the video description down below. And throughout that, you can join the arena and we can all play together. And we can find like who is the winner here of this week's tournament. So that is it, guys. For everyone who wants to donate, buymeacoffee.com/CapaCapetti is the link for you. Thank you so much everyone for supporting financially, like emotionally, with kindness and knowledge and love and support, like in every possible way. Thank you everyone so much. Like whatever you do, however you can, you support me, and it means the world to me because I'm not just speaking to myself, I actually have somebody watching these videos, which is crazy. So thank you so much for tuning in. That is it from me. Do not blunder, do not resign, just chill, take your time, and everything will be fine, my friend. See you in the next one. That is it from your chess doctor. Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your night, morning, whatever it is. Enjoy every moment that you have because you never have the same moment twice. And that is it. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye bye.